Hey everybody, it's Mike here from the Relating Revolution, and I am here doing the dishes. Cleaning the kitchen again. And just living parenting life, living marriage life, living adult life. And, oh, sorry about that. And it is, I needed to get to the challenge because I committed to do it for 30 days, and so here I am doing it while I try to get things done, while my wife puts the baby to bed, while the kids are reading books. And the prompt for today is, what have you learned from posting for 15 days in a row? And what I've learned, actually, not just for these 15 days, but for a while now that I've been doing a lot of videos and talking to you guys on a regular basis, is that I have a lot of lurkers in the audience. And I don't mean any disrespect by that, I'm just messing around. I have a lot of lurkers in the audience. And what do I mean by lurkers? I mean people that watch and listen and are learning, but are not commenting, not saying anything, not liking, not loving, not doing any of those engagements. And that's okay because, well, there's a couple things there. One, it's okay because I talk about some things that are sometimes difficult to talk about, and people don't want to talk about it in public. And social media is often this, like, let's talk about everything that's great and show everything that's positive and wonderful in our life. And we talk about relationship stuff, and we talk about marriage stuff, and we talk about family stuff, and we talk about, training your brain. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? We talk about difficult things here, and not everybody wants to make that visible, right? So but the point that I want to make about it, though, that is important, I think, is that we start kind of relaxing some of the stigma and the shame around talking about shit that we all go through. We all go through these struggles. We all have these problems one of the biggest things that I've learned from the Relating Revolution and from, being a licensed marriage and family therapist for a number of years, and from just doing the work in the trenches in my community and working in trauma and community mental health clinics and doing my best to kind of pitch in where I can, is just like that, is that you'd be really surprised the people who you think have it all together or whatever, and they've got shit going on. In fact, I don't know anyone that doesn't at one point or another have something going on where it's valuable for them to reach out for support. I myself am constantly in the process of mentorship. So there's no end process. We're always growing as human beings, and there's no shame about being stuck. There's no shame about not knowing what the next step is, because if you're growing, if you're changing, if you're thriving, then by definition, you have to be going into the unknown. Otherwise, it wouldn't be change. It wouldn't be new. If you already knew what it looked like, you wouldn't really be changing. And so what a lot of people are doing is reacting the same patterns over and over and over again in their life, and nothing really new is happening. But then when you wake up and you realize, oh man, I'm suffering, then you want to change. Well, then by definition, you don't know how to do that. That's normal. That's nothing to be ashamed of. That's just the way it works. And so reaching out to guidance, for mentorship, to community, and coming and watching things like this and having a forum and speak and raising your hand and saying, hey, I got a question. There's no shame in that. And sending a message and saying, hey, I need some support, and going and getting whatever it is, whatever works for you, Sorry, I got to get the puppy out from eating the stuff in the dishwasher. Hey, also, right? So we're living real life here. I just want to say, I know I've been getting tons of feedback offline that people are watching these videos and listening and learning, and so I appreciate it. No pressure. You're not going to get me to shame. I'm not going to shame you into engaging more with the posts and writing more and questioning and liking and things like that. But at the same time, the side that I do want to encourage is the stigma around mental health challenges, about relationship issues. I don't know a single happy, successful couple that has not been through a crisis. And guess what? I don't know many happy, successful couples because most people aren't willing to admit and go through and stick through it and go through all the way through the crisis, right? And people instead will just kind of stay stuck. and then maybe they will stay together for the sake of the family or for the sake of like trying to do the right thing. And there's nobility in that. There's honor in that. But it's also doesn't have to be that way. And then the other alternative is like, it doesn't have to be that way either. We can stay and work through it and make it better. And not know. It's okay to not know. We all have places in our lives where we're stuck and we can't see the next step. That's where mentorship comes in. And I will always practice what I preach. I've had mentors in my life for dozens of years, really, since I've become a healthy, happy human being. Largely because I have mentors in my life. So nothing wrong with admitting that. No shame, no blame. And love you all. Have a beautiful night. Thank you for bearing with me as I do this Facebook Live from the middle of my regular life, doing the dishes and trying to get the kids ready for bed and trying to wrestle the puppy away from chewing on everything. Hope you all are doing well, and love you all. Ask me questions, drop a hello. Let me know if you are interested in learning about the Relating Revolution. We're starting another cohort and a free Facebook challenge that is going to be coming up, I think, mid-February, February 15th. The new cohort is going to start on March 1st. So give a buzz and private message me if you'd like. And have a great night.